Hey guys, and welcome back to Believe the Hype TV, where today we're in Canberra, Australia, ahead of the FIBA Oceania Championships between the Australian Boomers and the New Zealand Tall Blacks. And Benyam, today we get to chat with Matthew Dellavedova, who's an Australian Boomer and also a potential Cleveland Cavalier.
We are indeed, and we're actually standing outside of the Matthew Dellavedova statue for his award for outstanding achievement in the field of excellence.
Dude, it's not what it says.
From that time when he saved that old lady from the burning building.
Let's just see how this interview goes. I can't believe it.
We're going to skate to one song only.
Hey guys, welcome back to Believe the Hype. Myself and Benjamin here, joined by Matthew Dellavedova. How are you going, Matthew?
Yeah, good, thanks. How are you going?
Yeah, doing all right. It's a nice day in Canberra. You guys are down here at the moment for the Oceania World Championships. Game 2, you had a big win in New Zealand in Game 1. How's the feeling in the team at the moment coming to this game?
We're feeling pretty good. We knew they'd come out in the first half in New Zealand with a bit of a flurry, and they were up at half time, but I thought in the second half we made a few adjustments and just played together a bit more and got going, so hopefully we can keep that going in Game 2. Actually,
speaking about Game 1, it sort of reminded me a little bit, you may agree or disagree, of the game in the Olympics against Great Britain, where you guys sort of came off to a slow start and then sort of went over the top of them and really took control in the end. Is that something that is a bit of a worry in the team at the moment, that this is sort of a recurring thing?
I mean, I don't think so. I think that was just our first game together, first real game together with this group. So it took us a little while to find a bit of a rhythm, and then they're playing in front of their home crowd, New Zealand, so you know they're going to be pretty energised at the start. So I think we weathered the storm, and then we really picked up our defence in the second half.
Yeah. And Della, you obviously spent a fair bit of time in Canberra at the Institute of Sport. How are you looking forward to playing, I guess, back here in Canberra again?
Yeah, I had a great 3 years at the Institute, learned a lot here. So yeah, we've been training in the AAS arena and heard it's going to be sold out, so it should be a great atmosphere.
And just in general, how have you sort of found things in the camp this time around? There's a lot of younger kids in the camp now, and a good sort of mix of younger players and older players. So what's the general feeling, I guess, going into this camp?
Yeah, there is a mix. I mean, you got Dante and Benny, the real younger guys, and then you got, I guess, Dave Anderson's the veteran of the group. I don't want to call him an old guy, but yeah, so I think it's a good mix. Everyone's, gelling well together and learning off each other, so I think there's a lot to look forward to, yeah.
And moving ahead, I guess in the short term you've got the Basketball World Cup coming up next year, and then in 3 years' time you've got the Rio Olympics. I guess how's the sort of, I guess, preparation planning going for those sort of goals, and what are you sort of looking to achieve in those 2 tournaments?
Well, our goal is to win a medal. We haven't done that before as a national team at a major tournament, so that's what we're trying to do. Yeah, so we began planning for that with the camp we had a few weeks ago in Canberra, just talking about the schedule and things we want to put in the program, and yeah, I think it was all positive, and we're looking forward to the challenge over the next few years.
I know you spoke about the young guys a little bit before. Andrew Bogut, who we spoke to a couple of weeks ago, said that he's really keen on rookie hazing with his, especially with Golden State and stuff like that. And with you're the young guy at London, and then obviously Ben and Dante are the young guys now. And sort of Joe looks like he's taken on a bit of a role as being a bit of the hazer for them. Was there anything in London that you sort of experienced, any like fun hazing, and what are the team having the guys do now?
Well, I mean, I think they have the thing, you're a rookie until you play at a major event, which is a world championships or an Olympics. So I had that for a couple of years, but I think it was 2011 they had playing chips for some cards. I had to carry that all through Europe, so that, didn't want to lose that, otherwise the boys wouldn't be too happy, and then just generally the bags and stuff, nothing too bad. Yeah.
Have you got the guys doing anything at the moment yourself?
I mean, they're just carrying the bags. They've been a bit slack at the airports and that, so the boys have been getting
on it.
I know, you got to get on the bags at least, otherwise they'll make it a bit tougher on you.
Yeah, are you taking an active role in helping Joe Ingles with the keeping the rookies under control?
I think he enjoys that role, so I'll leave it to him.
Well, you may have it all coming back to you again potentially. I mean, you're going into Cleveland. You had a good summer league with them and some good tryouts. I mean, we'll speak about that in a little bit. But I mean, with Cleveland coming up, and obviously you'll be heading over there in a few weeks, will you?
Heading there, I think around either September 9 or September 16, and then just train for a few weeks before training camp starts, I think October 1.
And are you still in close contact with those guys when you're over here? Are they keeping up to date with you?
My agent's sort of been in contact with them, and everything's set up for me to head back then.
Yeah. And I guess over the course of Summer League, you really showed that, I guess, your best skills are as a point guard, controlling the game, controlling the tempo, and being a hard worker and a leader. And are they the sort of intangibles that you're really trying to emphasise, beyond Summer League and into training camp?
Yeah, I mean, they're not going to be bringing me in to score 20 points a game or anything like that. I'm going to be in there trying to push Waiters and Irving during practice, and then if I get an opportunity in a game, it would just be trying to find my teammates and get them open and play hard defensively. So during Summer League, that's what I tried to show.
And over the course of Summer League, I mean, can you just sort of talk a bit about that experience and playing alongside some of the younger guys from Cleveland and also against some of the other, I guess, lottery picks and younger players in the league?
Yeah, I mean, you got a mix of players that, our team, we had Waiters, who was a high draft pick from the year before, Carrick Felix, who was drafted this year by him, and Zella was the year before, and then you have a bunch of other guys who have played in Europe for a couple of years or went undrafted as well. So we had a few days of training together. Mike Brown took that, and that was really good. He just focused defensively mostly. And then we just rolled in and played, I think, 6 games all up. So it's not long to sort of throw a team together, but I thought we did a pretty good job overall of trying to mesh as a team.
And pre-draft, you were travelling around the country, sort of effectively selling yourself to teams, and not in that way, but through that process, obviously, there was a lot of different workouts and a lot of different interviews and banging on how much better your defense is than a lot of people give you credit for. Talk us a bit through that process of what it was like to basically be living out of a suitcase for a few weeks, travelling from team to team for tryouts.
Yeah, well, my first one was one in Brooklyn. It was 5-on-5. That was the only one that was 5-on-5, and they did a bit of physical testing there. And the rest were only 6 people in a workout, so you just play 3-on-3, 2-on-2, 1-on-1 for about an hour and a half, and then go do some interviews with the coaches or front office. So you just got to be up and ready for each workout because you only have that sort of hour and a half to impress them and show them what you've got. So you're traveling in between cities to work out, and then you just got to, it's like a game every workout because you got to just try to impress them.
And I guess going from the NCAA level, I guess we were quite successful with St Mary's to then making that jump to the NBA and being on training camps and working out for teams. What, I guess personally for you, are things that you've sort of tried to work on and really try and hone in over the last sort of couple of months?
Well, the first thing was adjusting to the NBA three-point line because it's a few feet further back than the college line, but I think that using the international line the last couple of years helped me because that's only a little bit shorter than the NBA line, and then just keep continuing to work on my quickness defensively and just overall ball handling, things like that.
A couple of weeks ago, I was having a bit of a back and forth on Twitter with a couple of guys from the 2000 Boomers team in Shane Heal and Chris Anstey, and talking about sort of this core of guys now which you've got going forward, including the likes of Brad Newley and Andrew Bogut, who obviously aren't in the team right now, and versus that 90s to 2000 team, which was arguably the best Boomers team we've ever had, and sort of asked them who they think would win in a game. Would it be I said the 2000 Boomers team or the current Boomer team if it was at full strength, and they both obviously said that they would win, Shane Heal said that you wouldn't be able to guard him because you were 7 years old. But if there was some way we could get in a time machine and bring you guys now, get Bogut back over here, bring Brad along as well, who do you think would win that game?
I mean, it'd be a good match to go and see, I think. I mean, we'd have to cover Heal and Gaze, the shooters, and then have some guys that bang inside, but I don't know. I mean,
modest.
Yeah, I'd like to say us, but definitely have respect for what all the older guys have done, they've sort of paved the way for us to sort of be able to go play in college and then in the NBA. So yeah, I mean, yeah, it'd be interesting to see, but have to put it together on 2K or something like a video game.
There's obviously going to be someone out there
who can do that.
Yeah, can we get that happening?
Yeah. I've got a lot of spare time. I can sort it out.
Whip it together.
Yeah.
Yeah, Matthew, thanks very much for joining us. It's been a great experience having a chat with you, and best of luck, I guess, with the game against New Zealand, and of course with your upcoming commitment to the Cleveland Cavaliers. I hope it all goes well, and we'll hopefully see you in an NBA uniform very soon.
And with a championship medal as well.
Yeah, sounds good. Thank you.
Perfect. Thanks, mate.
Thanks.
Thanks a lot, Deli.
Appreciate it.